and this is the second official recording of the DsV Podcast. I'm DsV Kz, or Kz, DsV Kz will introduce himself. Go ahead.
I'm DsV Kz.
And today we'll be talking about why we quit MK11, really, and the differences between MKX and MK11. But Kz will start off.
Okay, MK11. Man, this game. Oh, when I saw the reveal trailer back in what was it, January, February? It was only a couple months before the game was set to release, right?
Yeah.
And man, I was so excited for it. I was like, oh, we're actually gonna have a game with actual neutral, that's what that game that actually takes scale, right? That's what I thought it would be. And then maybe that's what it sort of was until maybe a couple months after I was playing it, and I realized, yeah, this game's garbage. There's a multitude of problems with the game. I think just the first thing is that it's way too casual. It's too easy. It caters too much to casuals. It is so easy just to get scrubbed out in that game. I mean, I'm not even sure, but there's so many things. You have first thing about is pokes. The game is extremely mash heavy. Geras? Oh man, pre-patch Geras when he had 6 frame down 1 minus, what was it, -4, -3? Yeah. When every Geras double down one, low stand trap, down 1 and a grab. That's legit. That's the entire Geras plan. And then they go 4-2, 4-2-1-2. Or 4-2 command grab, or it's legit. It's just so boring to play against. It's so boring to play against. Also, that's one thing. You could figure out how to learn the game in a minute. It's legit. When I picked up Liu Kang, I think all I did was I figured out 4-4, 1-2, 1-2, and what was his main launcher?
3-3.
Oh yeah, 3-3-3-3 into 1-2 and then 1-2 into bicycle kick. That's all you needed to know. All you had to do, Liu Kang, you just 4-4, 4-4-3, 4-4 grab, 1-2, 4-4. That's literally all you did the entire game. You could learn them in 30 seconds. Like it's just ridiculous how fast and how easy you could just learn a character. Like, the game is so simple.
You're right.
Like
he was nerfed in this recent patch.
Yeah, he was nerfed. They did make 4-4-11 frames, so you can't abuse it as much.
No, you can.
Oh, you can. Well, I haven't played MK11 in 3 months, so
you can definitely abuse it. I got in there once. Yeah, that's no. Yeah, you can.
Also, one thing, I don't get the whole breakaway system. Why did they change it from the breaker to the breakaway?
Because they're stupid. No, it just makes it so much so unfair.
Yeah, exactly. That I don't get, because there are some characters who launch at the start of combos, and then there are some characters who launch after doing 3 cancels, like Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage's unbreakable damage is a full combo's worth. You cannot break Johnny Cage. It's stupid. Like Johnny Cage,
not punch to reset him. Restart.
Yeah, well, Cassie's not punched? What did they change about it?
Hmm?
Did they change Cassie? Her not punch. What'd you say?
No, Johnny Cage just puts him into a restand. That's the combo, so.
That's right. Is it, how plus is it? I know they didn't make it as plus as MKX, but how plus is it? Because I know Cassie's plus 6.
Something like that. I have no idea, to be honest. But
yeah, it's. I mean, even only with +4 or +6, normally what Cassie would get, you can still mash out of that, which is really annoying. I really hate how frames almost don't matter in this game. Legit, you could be plus, plus maybe +3 or something off something, and you try and do a down 1 or 10 frame mid, 9 frame mid with character, you'd still get poked out. It doesn't matter.
Inconsistencies.
Oh god, yeah. This game, inconsistencies. What comes to your mind when you think of inconsistencies in MK11?
frames.
Throw range. Okay, throw range. They're
No, not even just that. Like you know how, when Geras grabs you, how close he puts you, right?
Yeah.
Well, why is his throw so close? It can lead to so many opportunities. It should be far away, like new times or.
That's something like basic tools that is shared between every character should be the same. It doesn't make sense that characters like Geras, both their throws give you ridiculous Oki and just put you in throw loops over and over again. And then Liu Kang puts you full screen and he can go straight to a zoning game. Or like Cassie's like back throw puts her right into a range of her back too. And if you press a button, you're getting hit. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense how the tools are different. Basic tools for each character is different. Like in Tekken, basic throws. I mean, it doesn't even matter since no one uses basic throws anyway. But at least, I mean, they all, when you tech them, it's all the same animation. It's all the same. Puts you at the same frame data when you tech. When they all do the same Oki, same damage, except for a couple of characters like Chloe. Chloe's what do you call it? It's like a special case. But it's all the same. Like every character like has a 10-frame jab. Well, except Jack, but we don't talk about
that. Yeah.
like every character, same tools, and like in MKX and MK11, you had characters with 6-frame down ones, 7-frame, 8-frame, and 9-frame. That's a simple basic poke tool to check your opponent, but there's frame disparities of up to 3 frames. No, that's pretty huge when you're trying to check your opponent, make sure they don't press anything.
Yeah.
Like with Frost, she has a 9-frame down one. If you're plus 2, plus 3. You're still gonna get hit out of or trade with a Geras if you try and poke.
Yeah.
That just doesn't make sense. That makes matchups terrible. That's like in like an MKX with Tremor, you had an 8-frame down one. It was characters with 6-frame down ones like Jason, Melina,
Scorpion,
Kodo, Scorpion. They were insanely hard to deal with since your only mid was 14 frames. And then if you're a plus and you try to do that, you wouldn't really get anything unless it jailed. But the thing is, if you're trying to do forward one, most of the time you're out of range and you just get poked out of it.
And it's a high, right?
It's a high. So obviously, if you're out of range or you just simply timed it wrong so it doesn't jail, you're gonna get poked out of it.
And then people mash as well if you think about it like that.
So like with Tremor, you would like Tremor because it was hard to confirm pokes into forward one on reaction online. So you'd have to do down one into down one to get people to stop poking after you're down one.
Mm-hmm.
And that just doesn't make sense.
It's like they put too much thought into the game to the point where they've missed out basic functions. Like things that should be the same.
Also, another thing that doesn't make sense. Like the game's like entirely like neutral based. I put several quotations, but you have characters with almost no zoning to terrible zoning, and you have characters with insane like you're gonna stay full screen the entire game zoning, like stuff like that, like Injustice 2. Cassie's different. I mean, Cassie, her zoning is actually not that good because the low shot, it takes an extremely long time to recover. It's like minus 20 on block, and if you jump over it, she takes a long time to recover. But characters like Jade and Cetrion, those characters like you're not you're just sitting there blocking full screen. You have to approach so carefully just to get through it if you don't have like a good fast projectile or you don't have a teleport. Then you have like Kodo, who, I mean, in those matchups, the only thing you can do is just sit there and just try and approach him. That's also another thing is movement. Movement in that game, I feel is too easy and too powerful. Like the wave dash, all it is just forward, block forward, and it defeats the purpose of having to play smart when you're approaching someone because you can just jump right into their face, right? Because like characters like fast wave dash was like Kodo and Sub and who else is there? I think Liu kind of is a fast one, but it defeats the purpose of the whole slow movement the game has. It doesn't make sense. And you can dash block. It's so safe too because you're dashing and blocking. So if they throw something out, you're gonna block it in the middle of your dash because you can press any button during a dash. In MKX, it wasn't like that because you would have to run to do that. You have to run and cancel the run.
But if you get interrupted, you lose your stamina as well.
Yeah, you lose your stamina. But in MK11, you can block any time during a dash. So it's just
unbalanced.
It's too powerful. Like it's so easy to approach someone.
Fatal Blows. They did that stupid.
Oh yeah, Fatal Blows. It really doesn't work. Fatal Blows really don't work.
No.
I feel in MK11 there's too many comeback mechanics, right? You have all these crushing blows, and then you have when you're under 30% health, you get the Fatal Blow, right?
Yeah.
Because like back in MKX, you had to spend all your resources. Like it was all or nothing thing. Like, if you used it, hey, that's all your meter. Good luck trying to have a comeback now. Fatal Blow, it gets blocked. Yeah, and they don't punish it because you'll have it again in like what 5-6 seconds. Just do it again. Like it's stupid.
And speaking on the note about using your resources, even if you did use your resources for your Fatal Blow, it comes back automatically.
Yeah, if you miss it, it gets blocked. I feel like if you use it, it's gone for the rest of that round. Like because that's just really nice. Fatal Blows don't work in a game like MK11 with already with crushing blows anyway. Crushing blows are just so stupid. There's so many different comeback mechanics like throw crushing blows. Throw crushing blows should be consistent with each character. It doesn't make sense that there's characters with throw crushing blows on both of their throws, so it's a 50-50 on a throw, and you'll eat 30%. No matter what, it's just dumb.
The Warriors got buffed in the patch before the last.
Yeah.
If they get the setup on you where you got all the bugs on you and see froze you, that's 40%.
Yeah, both ways or like what?
Yeah, both ways.
Yeah, that's just like seriously. Like why are double crushing blows a thing? Like I can see if each character had one, so it's like a mix. Like is he gonna go for the crushing blow or not? Right? It's sort of a mind game to that. But having it on both, it's just dumb. Like if you're just gonna eat 30% no matter what. There's no reason just not throw one out.
And then but what you also got to think of is like, what if they gave Geras a throw crushing blow?
I feel they gave characters who that already felt had too many crushing blows. Like they just took away the throw crushing blows. But it also doesn't make sense because Cetrion does not have any throw crushing blows except for her stupid third variation, which no one uses. Because hers, you have to do that stupid aura thing, and then you have to throw them in there.
Oh, that's how you get it.
Yeah, it's only a forward throw, not the back throw. So the only way you're gonna hit that is if you're in the corner, and they some reason don't tech forward, which I don't know why they wouldn't. It's jumping. Yeah, that Kung Lao players. One thing I don't get is why does the jumps have too many active frames, and they're 2+ on block. The best mix in the game is a jumping kick into throw or jumping kick into a normal button. That is just dumb because they'll be like +7 or +9 on block if you like do it at the right or they hit on like the last active frame or something. Yeah. Like because they have so many active frames, you're gonna recover faster if you just do it early, and you'll be like +7, +8, +9, and you get a free mix. If they try to duck the throw while you're eating a mid, you do a throw, you have to 50-50 on the throw. It's just stupid. And then characters like Kung Lao players just like to jump all the time. That's all they do. They jump everywhere.
Yeah, jump, dive, kick, kickers.
That's all they do. And then you jump into throw, jump into back one stagger. It's just so boring to play against. It's the same thing with Geras. And Geras' belly flop. That's even more. It's even more plus than his jumping kick. If you immediate right, it's like plus 15 or something. A throw will jail.
And with the combo included, like when you get the crushing blow and you uppercut them and they go over and you jump and do the belly flop, it throws them back in the corner. It's stupid.
Also, I didn't mean to say it jails. I mean it's so plus that if you try and throw, the throw will whiff because it would have jailed. You're so plus that the throw jails. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And then you have forward 2-1-2, which I'm not sure if they changed it to where it has a false block gap, but it's -3. Like come on.
Oh yeah. But you can interrupt it now.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Sub-Zero.
I don't remember how they changed it, but I know the characters I can low profile it, and I know they might have added a false block gap, but never mind that, because in the recent patch they also changed how the false block works.
They did?
Yeah, they did. So basically, if you're holding block, you can't. There's a certain time from after you've held it that you can't false block afterwards. So if you're that type that holds block and then let goes and taps the false block, that doesn't work anymore. You have to relearn. You have to relearn false blocks to where you have to let go on the hit that you block before, and then when that last hit comes out, that's when you do it. Now, go ahead and what you're going to say.
That also makes the game more skillful. I mean, I wouldn't be that mad.
I mean, I guess it does, but the thing is, people have been practicing and learning false blocks since the game's been out, right? Since April.
Yeah.
And so now they have to relearn it now since the system's changed completely. That like if you did that, you're gonna have to relearn it, and that's the majority of the people did. They held it and then they tapped it. That's what I did.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nobody's really trying to false block that unless they do it on accident.
Also, I forgot to mention false blocking jump kicks. It has so many active frames. It's really inconsistent on false blocking it. It's extremely hard, and that's like the only way to beat it. The only way to beat jumping kicks is false blocking. Because if you miss the block, they're +8. You're putting a free mix, and a mix in MK11. Yeah, that's half your health.
Oh, that's dangerous. That is. What else is there?
What else is
like
there?
how they took the fun out of the game.
Took the fun out of the game. Like, jeez, the game. It's just. I mean, when I played it, I just played Cassie because I was just sick of people mashing all the time. So I just played Cassie, and if not, I'd play Cetron because I legitimately thought she was a fun character.
But they've tried to fix it, like making Scorpions teleport high.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say Scorpion's like terrible now, but I haven't even played since that, so I really don't know. But the high teleport, there was already like option selects to beat teleport. If you just learn to react if he did the EX or not, it wasn't really that hard. I could do it. But Cassie, you could just option select it and just do nut punch every time and punish it. Alright, is there really anything in there that we
we could do the pacing like different from MK11, MKX.
The pacing is much different, but that makes it a lot more boring because the damage is still the same, right?
Yeah. Because
of crushing blows, because of some of these characters like Sonya still getting 30% off of no meter.
Even though they dropped a whole launcher. And it's still not changing anything.
Aaron Black getting 28% off a mix mid-screen, like slide or forward 4, like that's not even like an actual 50-50 because he can. Oh no, wait, can he?
You can cancel it, yeah.
I'm thinking of that one variation, but he can EX the forward 4 too. That's you have to guess on that too, so you have to respect.
Oh that. yeah, that's right.
Just characters like Aaron, it was just so annoying to play against because you just be caught in this loop of like, are you gonna guess right? You're gonna, after that, you're gonna respect the EX, and then or am I gonna scud shot cancel for free and then throw you, or am I gonna scud shot cancel? Do it low, do it overhead, it's just dumb.
And you can stack the scud shot, like you can do instead of do like forward 3-2, you can do forward 3. Or you could do just like there's so many options, and even though the nerf is, I think they changed it from 12 frames to 18. Fatal blow. I don't think it changed anything, honestly. Like, all it means is that you can't link forward 3-2 into crushing blow. Can't do that anymore. No fatal blow.
They made the fatal blow slower.
Yeah, by 6 frames.
Okay, that's also something I want to because I know they changed like Jax's fatal blow to a high.
Yeah.
And did they do Liu Kang's as well? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think they did that. No.
Okay, well, Liu Kang's is still ridiculously fast like Jax's, but I mean, I guess that's a counter. Because man, the amount of times I've gotten hit by Jax's fatal blow and Liu Kang's compared to other characters, it's just ridiculous.
Crazy, man. Wow. Have you ever played like MK11 for like let's say a week, right? Like non-stop, and then go back to MKX? You know how fast it is.
Yeah, when I played MKX like for the first time again, like I couldn't really like play it right. Well, I kept on dashing instead of running, and it was messing me up a lot.
Yeah.
You can't cancel dashes, and I keep on getting punished for it. And Tremor's dash is terrible. Like he's so slow. And then I'm playing against Savage over here, who's been necroing the game since after he doesn't even have MK11. He's just been playing MKX the whole time, still playing Possessed. I'm just like, seriously, dude. Like, and I'm playing on stick too. I didn't have my controller. I was playing on stick too. I was like, you've been playing this game for that long. Like, okay, dude. And he was still trash. He was still terrible. I was still getting games off Savage. He is terrible at fighting games. Like, this is not an understatement. He is garbage. Like, he is trash.
He's honestly terrible.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, okay, we all say he's terrible, right? But yeah, no, he's terrible. I don't know what to say. Like, there's nothing I can say. He thinks he's good. Like, he would get good for like 5 games, then down one, down 2.
Like, the amount of times I like watched him like wake up, jump, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit back and anti-arm. And I did that like 4 times, and I'm like, what are you doing? Man, we'd be in the corner, right? And I just spin on Oki, and he'd get hit by it. Like, come on, seriously?
Oh my god! Oh wow, that's a lot. That's a lot right there.
I'm just like, okay, they did. No wonder you're trash at Tekken. Okay.
What else is there? Oh, damage scaling with fatal blow.
Oh, yes, that was definitely something I wanted to go over. What, like in MKX, they did it just right in MKX. It was. X-rays did not do a lot of damage if you did it in a combo, right? Like with Scorpion, even if you did just a normal string into X-ray, you'd still only get like 40 or 41%.
Yeah.
And then, but in MK11, even if you do a huge combo with a ton of hits, you're still getting a good 10, 15 extra %. So like Liu Kang, Geras, like their combos, like Liu Kang, if you hit a crushing blow and you have fatal blow, you're getting at least 50 damage, 50 or 60%.
True.
And Geras has that dumb combo with a crushing blow. 87 damage, 87%. It's just the damage in this game is ridiculous. It's I didn't think it was that terrible, but I mean, Mortal Kombat is not the type of game to have like death combos. Like, you should not have combos doing more than 60 and being that accessible in a match. It's just like, oh, do 3 bicycle kicks, EX3 bicycle kicks, and then counter hit on an 11 frame mid. I'm like, oh, there's the game. That's 70% of your health. There you go. Like, that's all you need to do.
Well, I think that's all for MK. Like,
I want to say, would you say there's like a big difference in execution between MKX and MK11?
Oh yeah, big difference. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, like, oh god, yeah, the difference is crazy. Like, you know how Scorpions, you have to, in MKX I'm talking about, you have to do 2-1-4 down back 3. Yeah. What is it now? It's 1-1 down back 3. It's like, it's not even competition anymore. That's a really bad example, but
it's just 1-1 down back 3, jump in, do another one. I think Scorpion combo is more or less the same, because before you just do 2-1-4 teleport, 2-1-4 EX, then microdash, 2-1 spear. Now it's just 1-1 thing, jump in, teleport, and then you do sort of a microdash, I guess, and you do the 2-1.
No, you really don't, man.
I mean, you don't have to if you're playing that one variation. You just do 4-3, but I feel his combos are sort of like toned down a little bit. Like, well, and then you have like Geras. I mean, you don't even need like MK11 isn't. You don't really need MK execution for most of these characters. I mean, like Geras, it's just mid screen. You do 4-2-1-2, and then you do the sand trap. But I mean, there is like a sort of like what do you call it? There is a tight link on that. You can on male characters you can do like a sort of a micro dash into forward 1. But that's that's really matchup based. Like only like the big hitbox characters like Kodo and like Raiden, you can only do that one. And then in the corner you just do standing 4 into back 1-4, jumping down
I've got to be
2.
honest. Standing 4, like that's a decently hard link. Like that's not the easiest link to do.
Standing 4? It's not that hard. What do you mean? Yeah. I can hit that every time.
Okay, well now I just feel stupid because I think like doing that after forward 2-1-2, that's a hard link. That's why I think that's a hard link.
So I feel like it's just like you saying like maybe your trash connection.
Because
I mean, even if you can't do something easy to that, there's always easier options. You just do down 1 and then into standing 4, and then you still get the same damage.
Yeah.
And then mid screen, you can do for a punish. You do 1-1 and then the freeze, charge up your entire hammer, and then you're still plus enough to get a free mix with a full charged up hammer.
And the 50-50s with like what is sand trap? Is that what it's called? Sand trap.
Sand trap 50-50s. You do 1-1-1 or 1-1 down. And the thing is, though, you can't false block the third hit, but you have to false block the second hit. Actually, no, I think they made it so you can false block the third hit, but still, it's still a dumb mix. You have a safe mid that goes into a crushing blow, or did they change that?
I think they may have. No.
They changed the forward 1-1. They changed the forward 1 crushing blow. So it's But the 1-1-1 that's still there, right? And then you have the sand trap. And the sand trap. The sand trap's also crushing blow if you counter it. So like I mean, Geras can just play the whole game off of like 2 counter hits, jumping in grabs, down 1ing you over and over, doing more grabs, jump in, forward 2. It's just such a simple game plan. It's just really stupid. Yeah, absolute. Like I feel like this game takes almost like no skill to play at all. Essentially, just to get into it. I mean, the only huge disparities you would see are like pro players, right? That's the only time you'd see like huge. Yeah. That's the only time you can really tell. But even there, if you watch top games, it's still kind of hard to tell like
if they're being like stupid, like being retarded or something.
I'm like, this doesn't look like this Liu Kang. This Liu Kang doesn't look that much different from the Liu Kang I fought, in Grandmaster ranks,
Yeah.
I mean,
and I one thing I'll give them props for is the what's it called? I forgot what it's called. The season thing. I don't know what it's called.
What season thing? Oh, the skins?
No, the rank. The rank.
Oh,
battle.
Yeah. I do sort of like the ranking system. It's I mean at least you can see where you're at.
I'm not talking about the rank system. Oh hell no, that's broken. don't pull them ones. What you win and they get 5 more points than you? So, no, that's not allowed.
Okay, if you find someone in your rank, it's decent because it's even.
It's decent. Yeah.
But if you find someone below your rank and they get more points for losing, like okay, that's just just you should be able to filter it. Like in Tekken.
Yeah. Oh, that was so aggravating. We were so mad.
I remember we were it was day 1 of season 2, right? And we were both grinding the thing. And you're like, yo, I'm top 50. I'm like, it's been out for an hour. You think I care? It took me. I could not catch up to you because I kept on finding people like who were 0-0, and like, why am I getting 10 points for winning and they get 15 for losing? Like, come on. And then if they win, they get like 150 or 200. I'm like, come on, it's dumb.
And then you lose 10. Oh god, that was so funny. Oh man, I was livid.
I think the farthest I grinded in Combat League, I think I got to rank like 131 with like Cassie or something. And I was like, I think that's when I started to get bored of the game. I was like, this is I can't really.
Yeah, no,
I can't be bothered. I mean, I never played more than like 50 matches in a season. Like,
really?
Yeah, my ending ranks were always low. I only ever got to I think like Grandmaster. I don't think I ever got the demigod or god because I didn't play enough matches.
I was the first one to get to god. No demigod.
No, you weren't. No,
yeah,
you
was. What?
You were the first one to get the warrior. Demigod, I saw. It was Reiko Takahashi. Remember, he didn't think first. That garbage balance Kenshi from MKX.
Was it really him?
Yeah, it was him. I mean, he's decent at MK11, but he's Raiden. Yeah.
Well, what I do know, I think I was first. I was definitely first all the way to champion. That was a definite.
I don't know. I only remember you getting the warrior first. That's all.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Because you're a fake.
And also, your record was garbage too. I remember that too.
It doesn't matter because I was still heating.
And then I stopped playing ranked when I saw all the top players starting to get on the doors. I was like, oh, I saw Magify and Forever King. Forever King was playing on Xbox, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just stop playing for a little bit, you know. Yeah, you can deal with that. Man, these stories, man. I just wish MK11 was actually good.
But
I really didn't think it'd be more scrubby than MKX. I really didn't think so.
You had high hopes. I
really had high hopes. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get so good at this game. Like, it's just.
I didn't get to play the beta. Gengar, he doesn't stream anymore apparently.
That man Gengar played 500 matches in the beta. What's
wrong
wrong with you?
You got problems.
Because I don't even think I played 500 online matches.
It's crazy. And then yeah.
Oh,
that's what I'm gonna say about this game.
I think should we talk about? I know how I said like the game's boring, right? But should we talk about the balancing?
You know what?
Like the balancing between the characters. Like, you know how in MKX, like, you could say every character was broken, right? That's sort of made it fair.
Yeah. Oh, balancing? Yeah.
I mean, like, MKX, I was fine with it, because there were so many broken characters. You could say, okay, you know, it's top tier, like, my top 10 had, 28 characters, right? But MK11... I mean, it was true. My top 10 had 28 characters.
Stop, bro.
I know. I think I do still have them. I might pull up the picture, but like in MK11, it seems that you really only see the same characters in the top tier. Like, you'd only see Geras, you'd only see Liu Kang, or like Sonya, and like all these characters for the longest time.
Until Sonya got nerfed, it's just... Even after she got nerfed, she was still top 2. No, wait, what? No. She was at least top 10. Top 10.
Sonya is still at the very least top 5 with her damage, her mixes, and how easy it was to just play her, right? I mean, every Sonya online, it's just back one... what is that string? Back one 2-4? Back 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So you just see that, or you see back one, with the low kick crushing blow, or you'd see, and that's all you see. And people were justifying it being like a normal hit launcher like that because it was locked behind a high. That just really annoyed me.
That doesn't allow it to be so.
You have what was it? It was like. How fast was it? Like 10 frames? 11 frames? You have 11 frames, like, at the wall. 11 frames at the wall. That's easy. 40-something%?
Yeah.
That just... as a punisher, too. Okay, so I think we could probably get off the whole MK11 thing, right?
Yeah. That's... I'm cool.
We can cut that there. And then, so... Let's go back to our actual game, Tekken 7. So what? Okay, all right. So let's go on to season 3.
Yeah, whether it was good, yeah.
We're about a month into season 3, and I feel like it hasn't been long enough. It still hasn't been long enough to make a tier list yet, which is really odd. It's been a month. But I feel we can come up with some sort of like top characters, right? That you would see.
Yeah.
Like give me some of yours.
You think about it, we could have done that from launch. For one, Dragunov buff up to top 5, top 10.
Actually, I feel like the changes to Dragunov, right? I feel like the only thing that's broken is that while spending 1-3, I feel like the running 2 changes and the down 1 changes don't really change too much.
You don't think so?
Because first of all, down 2 still doesn't put the opponent in crouch. Dragunov still has to sort of back off because jabs will still beat up while standing 4, right? And the only thing that you can do to beat that is like a down jab or down 4 after down 2. But the thing is, those are slower moves, and you're still 0. And they're also both technically lows, so people would top kick after down 2. So generally, it's still better to sort of like back off after down 2. It's not like a momentum low. It's just sort of like a chip low. You just throw out and then you run away. But you could pressure after it if you want to. Now they made it better of an option, but it's still kind of risky. It can still be beat.
Okay, so where would you put Drag? Actually, hold on. Before we make like a official list, we should like name the characters we think are in top 10.
Characters I think are in top 10.
I'm putting Dragunov there, like, you know.
Okay, I would put Dragunov there, definitely. But I want to say that I don't know where Jin and Geese would still be, right?
Jin. Go ahead.
All right, because in in tournament play, right, you would always. It seems you just see Geese and Jin and Steve and Kazumi and all these characters over and over again. Now, out of all the characters that took heavy nerfs, it seems you're still seeing Geese and Jin, right? Even though they actually did take some pretty heavy nerfs.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really know like where to place them, right?
Jin didn't get that big of a nerf.
Jin, well, they made the forward 4 a lot worse, right? So you have to commit to it if you want to get a combo.
And you have to cancel it.
Even if you cancel it on counter hit, it'll make it extremely hard to get a combo. You have to like dash up and do some really tight link, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then Geese, like the only thing they changed with Geese was his frames. Made his frames a lot worse. So fundamentally, he's a worse character with his pokes. And then they took away the cheap down 1 counter hit and the full combo. And what else? But they upped in turn. They upped his damage with meter because they took away his meter gain. It's nowhere near as good now. But if he does get meter, that's guaranteed. 80 damage, even more, 100 if you hit a wall.
Death combo. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, getting death combos are not like they're not uncommon with Geese.
No.
If you get 1 bar, even with only 1 bar, and you with rage. That could be a death combo, just for 1 bar.
True.
So I feel like Geese and Jin are still, I want to say, top 10, right? Then I do want to say Kazuya could be up there, very possibly, but I feel his buffs are pretty strong, right? The whole back 2-1, like his damage is up a lot more. And then his lows got buffed a good amount, right?
Yeah.
With the down 1+2 and the down back 3 range change. But I still feel that you still won't see a lot of Kazuya in tournament, right?
I mean, I don't know. Shadow started playing him.
Well, Shadow, he always had a pocket Kazuya, right?
Yeah, he always had a pocket Kazuya.
He did have a Kazuya he'd take out every now and then.
That was the first I've ever saw him take a Kazuya out.
Yeah, I saw him play a long time ago in like season 1 against Peeling or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what let him win.
And he didn't do the new combos. He was like very old. Still doing 3-1-4.
Yeah, I do see a lot of people still opt for 3-1-4, which I mean I guess that's always a good option for like wall carry. But I think now you can always go for damage and wall carry if you go for the 3 electrics.
Oh
But
yeah.
the thing is, like in a tournament setting, that always won't be the most consistent option, right?
I mean, no. What I figured out is that, like, even, like, no, I don't want to say it, but, like, even if you use assists, it still doesn't, it still doesn't guarantee the combo, you know what I mean?
Are we really discussing using assists?
No, I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is, like, even if you don't do electric, it doesn't do the combo for free win God fists.
Okay,
so
I also do like how they reward for having better execution with Kazuya. I really do like that. Because if they're like you and just use assist to do win God fist, you're not getting damage. You're not going to get damage off. Though. Okay, you'd be good. It's real. You don't want to rely on that at all. You know?
I was wondering, did I change that? Because before it was working. Like I did free win God. You alright, Mom? You okay? Yeah, you're alright. You do like free was it free win God? It used to work, but now it's gone. So I had no choice. It had to be removed. Plus, I only used it for Kazuya.
Only for Kazuya.
Like, what use does it have for Jin? Tell me.
Wait, it's an assist on Jin?
No, he has the CD1.
Oh yeah.
So that has no use for Jin. He kind of has it for Heihachi, but not really. Devil Jin, I suppose. Yeah, no uses.
Yeah, I mean, Devil Jin Kazuya, I know you would use it when you blocked a rage art and you wanted easy punish.
Yeah.
I know you would do that, but now you're going to get less damage if you do that. But I feel like Kazuya is like that only exception to where like they reward better execution. Because I feel overall in season 3 they made it so it's easy. All more characters are easier.
Sure.
Because with a great example would be Lee. They made Lee a lot easier. You don't need to know like back 1 loops anymore or back 2 loops anymore if you want his max damage and wall carry.
Oh.
You know, you can just do like the launch into the filler, and then you can just do. I think you can probably only just do 1, and then his new string, his new his new screw starter, 4-4-2, 4-4-1. That makes up for most of the wall carry. You don't even need to know. And then they made Law, like they nerfed his hard wall combo, and then made the easier one better.
Well, his new driving tail? Not driving tail. Forward. Is it forward 4? 3?
Oh no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like his wall ender, the 4-3 clean hit. The huge jump. Yeah, they nerfed that, and then they made the junkyard ender a lot better.
The one with down 4.
Yeah, the one with down 4. They made that one better, and it's like it's rewarding the people that have always done that. And they're making it easier to do. And then what's another? Another example is King. King's new starter. You don't need to know to do his B&B. You don't need to do the micro dash with the standing 4 into the micro dash down 4-3.
Yeah.
You can just do standing 4 in the back 2-1, and you'll get the same damage. And also, they gave him an actual standing or magic 4 combo. They made that a lot easier. You can just do standing 4 in the back 2-1 now, and you get 70 damage.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's a ton of damage.
What's wrong with these people?
I mean, make the game like a lot easier.
Okay, right. We're getting off topic, really. What do we say for top 10? What do we say?
Oh yeah, I did forget about it. All right, so top 10. Number 1, I really have no idea.
Okay, well, let's just name characters that we think are top 10, and we'll see where we go.
Okay, so actually, I want to talk about, right? So the top 3 before, I feel like it was almost you couldn't argue that it wasn't these characters. You would say, oh, Steve, Jin, and Devil Jin. Oh, they're top 3. You can't say anything else.
I think you could argue Devil Jin with Kazumi.
Yeah, you could say Kazumi,
but mainly
you could interchange it with like top 5 maybe, right? You could be like, oh, these characters we have like Steve, Jin, Devil Jin, Kazumi, Geese. Those are the 5 characters you'd always see. They're top 5. You can't deny that, right? Now with like all those characters getting big changes and big nerfs, like Jin, Kazumi got like an overhaul with like some of her moves going into fly.
Yeah.
And her wall enders, her new fly move, like it completely changes the game. And like Jin players have to play completely different. They're not safe on everything anymore. They can't just do forward over and over again. They have to commit to it. Makes them a lot more unsafe. And Steve, you can't play as good as a keep out game as he could because he recovers a lot slower. No, he doesn't recover. His auto block comes in slower, right?
Oh yeah.
But I think Steve still has a good spot in there because I feel his main offense was still the same. The only thing they changed was like Jin's forward 4 with down forward 2, and you don't get a full combo on counter hit anymore. But I feel like with Steve, like his main game plan is still sort of the same. He's that counter hit monster, right?
Yeah.
Because back one is still there. Who?
Geese. Geese did not need a nerf.
Geese didn't need a nerf.
No.
Okay, I don't know what your mind's going through.
No, man. I think he was decent.
You really think he was fine? Why do you like? I mean, if you really noticed in tournaments how many Geese players there were, I mean, you definitely say like, okay, maybe there's a little too many.
Yeah.
So let me go to like top 8 of what's a combo breaker? Let's go to top 8 of Combo Breaker 2019. That was season 2.
Yeah.
Let me just look it up real quick. There's like who won that? It was Nee, right? Nee won that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Let me just look at the top 8. Oh, God, show me the top 8.
It's gonna be like 8. It's gonna be like 4 geese.
Actually, I don't even know, but let me just look. Oh God, we have all these things. Okay, Tekken 7.
I mean, what I do know is about the fact that Geese was not like. We all know that he was not a fair character, but I don't think. I don't know. Maybe it's just left him as he was.
Okay, maybe I chose the wrong tournament to look at. This is probably the most diverse top 8 I've seen. So first, Nee, he played a lot of the top 2 characters. So he had Geese. He played Geese, Paul, Steve, Devil Jin, Kazuya, and Brian. Those are all the characters he played. You have all the Mishimas and Geese and Paul. He played those, and then you have Jack with Anakin. You have Panda with Raichu.
Yeah.
Armor King with JDCR. Then you have Chanel with Eliza. Then Lohai with Shaheen. And then Peeling with Lei and Xiaoyu. Then you have Rixta with Akuma. I feel like I picked the wrong. I really feel like I picked the wrong tournament.
Oh yeah, like the one tournament you pick is gonna be the bad one.
Hold on, let me find. I gotta find the one with like 4 geeses. Like, come on, where's that?
Come on, like, is he looking for it?
Okay, let's go to Rocks and Roll. This might be season 3, but who cares? It was season 3. Oops. Oh wait, hold on. No.
This is understand. We all know what we're talking about here.
We do know. Geese. There are too many Geese players. All right, I'm just gonna say that there are too many like big players. Just picking up like Geese, Jin, and Cosme as a secondary simply because they're just that good, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the point. So let's go back on track of what we were saying. So our top 10. Right. Let me go through this. Let me go through. So okay, my definites. I definitely want to put Dragon over there, obviously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Akuma. Yep, that's definitely too.
He did not need a net. He did not need the buff. He did not need that.
Oh, I almost forgot Claudio. Claudio got some dumb buffs. He's definitely top 10. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, back 3. Is that it? Back 3?
Yeah. So Claudio. I don't know why they did, but they buffed his back one, the main tracking move that he has. It's only -5 as a mid tracking move.
Wow.
And at the wall, it's his main mix to like sidestep 4 or like any of his lows really. And then they buff sidestep 4. It's like +6 or something. +6 on an unreactable low.
Oh yeah, he said. I remember
that's better. That's better than Brian's hatchet kick.
Is it really?
Yeah, and the hatchet kick is known for being like the best low in the game, and sidestep 4 is it's better than that now. And then obviously you know about the back 3-3 change. The amount of times I've seen someone get counter hit by that second 3 because they're not used to that string at all, and it's another counter hit launcher. He got his poke game better too with a down back 4-3 buff. It's a chip low, but it's not minus on hit. It's 0, so he can keep momentum if he wants.
I mean, what have they done, man? Like we said earlier, Tekken, every character's broken, so every character's
all right. It's not the MKX, like every character's broken. I feel the game's just really balanced, right?
Yeah, okay, man.
Because there is extreme diversity in the game. I mean,
I'll say that.
If it is possible to find every character at a tournament, if there's a character, you could find a pro player that plays him in tournament.
Oh yeah, I mean Ranchi from the Panda, like what?
I mean, it's definitely not like that for MKX and MK11, right?
No. When was the last time a Colt won a tournament in MKX?
Pre-patch War God.
Oh really?
Yeah, Tekken Master. Are you stupid?
Oh no, man. Tekken Master plays Tekken actually. I ain't know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in his name, but
No, but like you would think he'd actually play Tekken.
I mean, he does play Tekken, but it's not it's not as much as he doesn't like compete at all. But it was the game that got him the fighting game.
He does.
I've only seen him in one tournament. That was a long time ago. He played Geese, and he was trash.
He played Geese? I saw him play pool.
That's not
Frank, what have we done again?
Oh, we're going off topic. Okay.
Right.
All right. Let's what is top 10?
Okay.
So far we have Kazuya, Dragunov, and Claudio. That's 3 in my top 10 right there.
Yeah.
I want to say King. I feel like King is definitely good enough for top 10.
Seriously?
What do you mean he got? What do you mean seriously?
I mean, like, okay, yeah, but I don't know if he's good enough for top 10.
I mean, he was already like on the edge of being, S tier. He was pretty. He's actually one of the better characters.
You're right.
I'm just really not sure. What other characters that got good buffs could be top 10?
Okay, I've got a list of characters here. So
Shaheen maybe.
I was just looking at him actually. I don't know. I never messed with Shaheen.
I did mess with him. His combo, it's easier and it does more damage. It gives you more wall carry.
Okay.
He now has a low crushing low that counter hit launches, and it does like a high launch like King's Atlas Hammer, and you get insane damage off that. Yeah, it's new. It's new counter move. Oh, Akuma. Forgot about Akuma. That's 4 characters.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
So
I think that's where we were. Cause I was talking about he didn't deserve that buff.
Yeah, I might put Shaheen in there, possibly.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. I don't understand.
So we have 5 more characters. What characters got buffed?
I mean, okay, it doesn't even matter like what got buffed. I still think Steve is top 10. Okay,
Steve, you definitely could say he's top 10. But he's not top 3 anymore. So I'd put him somewhere between the middle and bottom of top 10. So I feel that down forward 2 nerf changes how a lot of the Koreans would play Steve.
Oh, probably.
Because all they would do is just down forward 2 duck cancel to make it safe, do that over and over again until they can confirm a counter hit and go to a full launch, right?
True.
I feel like that would change how a lot of those Steve players would play. But I didn't really even use that much since I was terrible at hate confirming it. So I didn't even use down forward 2 a lot.
At least you're honest. I hate characters with stances.
Stances. Oh, so you love Eddie.
So like I'm to block it. Is that what you're saying?
Block. Stances. So I have 6 characters in my top 10. Why don't you go ahead and list yours?
Okay, so I'm saying. So I agree. Dragunov, Akuma, King. Okay, I'll say King. Kazuya. That's 4. Devil Jin got. Yeah, that was really important to him. He's up 4-4.
I don't know. That up 4-4 was his main mix. I mean, now he has to take a risk when he goes for a mid.
Yeah.
Before he didn't. Which I feel it's still a good move. I mean, it's a low crushing mid, fast mid that gives you Oki. Yeah. I mean, nothing guaranteed, but it still gives you good Oki.
I mean, it's not like the whole world's done for just because he got nerfed.
Oh, 4-4. Oh.
No.
And then they gave him that new string, the back 2-1, which is easy mode combo ender now. You just do that after everything.
Oh yeah, that's every ender.
That's literally every ender. Well, easy 4 break. Oh, easy wall combo. That's all you need.
Stupid.
I
mean, okay, they had to give him something, bro. Like, there's only so much you can give him. What else? There was somebody. I was just thinking of somebody. I was just thinking.
I'm debating Leo. I'm really debating Leo.
Nah, I don't know, man.
I mean, Leo, I don't remember the changes.
Stop. I need to figure this out. Like, you're not understanding. It's aggravating me. Who was I just thinking about?
Tell me a move. Tell me the character.
Hold on. No. I don't remember anything, man.
Just think of a move.
What? I forgot. No. Okay, breathe.
I want to say Alyssa. She's definitely top 10.
She's annoying. Paul. He wasn't what I was thinking about, but Paul.
Paul, you could say Paul's top 10. I mean, he got that new cancel, so his combos are better.
Yeah.
He has he's a lot better wall ender now. They didn't really change much about Paul, did they?
No, they just added that in. Oh yeah, they took away that the sidestep death fist combo.
Oh, after the rage drive?
Yeah.
Or the rage art cancel? I guess that was kind of a little broke because with that off a low parry, he was able to get like 90 damage.
For real.
Yeah, but it wasn't viable in a real match since you need to do a micro sidestep into a perfect quarter circle forward 1.
I mean, regardless.
I want to see if my combo still works at the wall. Hold up.
You're probably gonna have to add a click combo into the video.
Oh no, it still works. Okay, so
the
that's
sidestep 3 that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's sidestep 3 counter at the wall. I found that optimal. So good at the game.
Shut up, man.
Dude, Death Fist side switch? No, you know how godly that is?
Yeah, then 2 years later you'll find out he's using a TMD combo deal. Right, yeah, so top 10. God, top 10. we just got all over the place. What? Okay, man. No, I'm gonna tell you straight. My top 10 is a bunch of characters that I think are really good, and that's all I have to say.
Okay. How many characters? Alright, so I had Alyssa, 1.
Yeah.
I had Claudio, Dragunov,
Yeah.
Kazuya, King, Paul, Shaheen, Steve, Akuma, maybe one more character. What character could I have taken out of? Maybe. Okay, I want to know, where is Kazumi's place in the meta now?
Oh no, man. He still seems pretty good.
because tournament play, I mean, Take and Arslan definitely we're still gonna play her.
Yeah.
I think the only big nerf is like her back 2. It doesn't ballerina spin anymore. It's only +3 instead of like +12. Yeah, you don't really get anything anymore.
Hold on, I'll be back in a second.
Alright.
Figure out.
Ballerina spin. Her pokes are the same. Down forward one's definitely the same. Still minus. Wait, I just read. Is it -1? That's just really annoying. So her pokes are still the same. Her side step's still really good. Backdash still the same. Really good approach tool, running 2. Hard to step to the right. Stature kick still the same. Oh, is that nerf damage? 17. Let me look. Let me check Kazuya. I know his does it do 20 or 17. So stature kick's still the same. I think the only thing they changed was her 1+2 wall ender. And back 2. So back 2 was her main tracking move. That was her main value tracking move that gave her a ton of damage.
Is that Kazumi's poke?
Yeah, so a lot of things you always see Kazumi do. It's either standing 1, down forward 1, standing 1, down forward 1. That loop over and over again. If the opponent tries to step, they get hit by back 2, which is, it's a mid tracking move that's around +12 on block, and it goes straight into a mix from Kazumi, which she can do like her stature kick or just into more pressure, right? Because like you know how good of a low like Kazu's down back 4 is, right?
Kazuya's down back 4. Oh yeah, that's really good.
Is such a same thing with Jin's down back 4. Like that low that these missions have. That leads straight into like insane pressure, especially with Jin and Kazumi. I mean, Kazuya doesn't have a good poke game, so he can't really like make too much use of the plus frames. Like imagine if Kazuya had the poke game of like Kazumi or Jin.
Oh yeah, tough.
I mean, there's a reason he doesn't have a poke game, right? Because
I mean, down forward ones, it can be made useful.
Well, that's the one thing I like, how balanced it actually the Kazumi isn't balanced. I just was like most down forward ones, if there's an ender to it, if you can like mix it up, it's usually -3, right?
Yeah.
But Kazumi's I think is still only -1.
I think it's an idea.
It might be -3, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter since you can just delay the second hit a ton.
Okay, so here's my idea, right? If we keep getting distracted, like on top 10.
I listed like 9, 10 characters, right? I just don't know how to order them because it's just really hard. And I feel like I can still pick and choose some characters to go in and out. Like I feel Fang could possibly go in, maybe Brian possibly. Brian definitely could go in with a back 1 buff and his down 4, and the 4th is better punishment overall. Actually, no, Brian. I just want Brian's top 10. I don't know. Brian's top 10.
No, that's the character I was going to talk about. Brian, 4-3-4. So, see mouth, it's fine. 4-3-4, really good now. Nah, that's what I was going to say.
So now, also with the 4-3 being his main 12 frame or 13 frame, 11 frame Punisher, it's also a really easy taunt option now. So for people like me who were not good at taunt pressure, like with 4-2-1-4 and back 4, I can do easy taunt pressure setups now, which is 4-3. It's like 30 damage into like +3 or something. So like I can sort of play Brian better now because they also buffed his back 1. More plus, it's same frame data as Dragon Hammer with Law. That it's super cheap.
Really?
Yeah, it's +4.
Oh come on, man! No, we don't need that.
So now down 4-2 on Brian is uninterruptible. You can't even down jab out of it.
Wow.
So you like back 1, you'll see Brian players doing back 1 over and over and over again. Because even though it's only 1 frame better, it's so much more impressive.
You know Tekken, man. 1 frame is like 10 million frames in any other fighting game.
And then they buffed his low pokes, like down 4 does like 3 extra damage now. It's not even a chip low at that point. It's might as well be like hatchet kick. It does insane damage now.
Mm.
Even though he already had the best low in the game. Well, actually not anymore. Not Claudio has that.
Yeah, well, he did. I mean, okay, right. Claudio's got the low now, but that doesn't particularly make Brian any worse.
Right.
It just makes Claudio a lot better.
I mean, I've said like the characters with the best lows. You have Brian's hatchet kick. You have Claudio's sidestep 4, and you have like Miguel's savage down back 3. Those are they're all the same. They do good damage. They're like +4, +5 on hit, and it's just insane. Alright, so Miguel. I don't want to discuss Miguel because apparently he got nerfs or something. I don't know. I haven't messed with him.
Oh. I mean,
Laws changes. Don't really remember anything about him.
Oh, the dragon, the junkyard, and the forward 4-3. That's good now. A lot better.
Yeah. It's better for a screw like in a combo, but as a starter, it's not as good anymore. Because before it gave you a launch and you could screw afterwards, but now you don't get that anymore. But that also rewards the good players who are good at the like standing forward while standing forward DSS cancel, because like that combo is a lot better now because it screws first hit.
Yeah.
But like that's only for like the top like law players like
that's not for nobody in green ranks. That's at least.
Yeah, no one below like blue ranks is gonna do that. Not even ruler ranks are gonna do that in law.
No.
It's like
I did see some really good blue ranks. Some blue ranks, some green ranks. No, light blue ranks, not
light blue. So I'm talking his standing forward DSS is probably one of the hardest things in the game. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. This guy's playing so stupid, then pulls out a slide out of nowhere. What's wrong with you? Playing low, by the way. Carry
on. Is that all I wanted to discuss about? So that's our top 10 discussion with around 50 off-topic things, you know.
Yeah. So that was like a topic on mixed match and everything. How about the big figures in FGC?
Big things in FGC, huh?
Big figures.
Figures, huh?
Yeah, not like big.
Yeah. So I want. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go on a rant about Tweety. All right, let's calm down.
Oh no! You know when you say something, I can't.
So I want to think of like the big figures, right? I want to like for Tekken you have Ares, right?
Yeah.
And like Mortal Kombat you would have. Who would you have? You would have like a Mr. Aquaman and Destroyer.
Yeah.
Like that.
Decent.
I feel like they're the main reasons. Like I think those two people are the main reasons like MK11 is still sort of big. Like if Destroyer didn't have those tournaments every now and then, like I mean he sort of revived MKX with those, just a little bit. Like Destroyer got Ninja Killa a lot bigger than he was.
True.
Like I only knew Ninja Killa about a month before that tournament happened, and like after that, like his sub count increased.
He's at 50K now, right?
Yeah, he's at 50K. When I subbed to him, he was only at like not even 1,000. I didn't think.
I subbed to about 2K.
No, and people like Aris, right? Who's I don't want to say he's dedicated. I want to say like his editor's dedicated to like doing all that stuff because he doesn't care about YouTube, right? But his editor, puts apart all this stuff. It's like it's actually really good, right? I feel like if he wasn't like there with like all those tutorials, he's the only guy with like all those good like decent tutorials for like all the beginner players. Like
how hard is $50 combo or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that. And like I feel like I would definitely not be as good as a player if he didn't have those videos out there, right?
True.
Because like in Tekken, there's too much stuff that they don't tell you. If you're learning Tekken, there's too much stuff they don't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, I would have never have guessed like to tech throws with 1+2. Actually, never. I wouldn't have known there was like a backdash cancel. I wouldn't have known like stuff like a wall standing. Like, what does that mean? like spikes, like spikes and chickens.
But
Stuff
I
like
don't even know
that.
what screw meant. I play other fighting games.
Okay, not each got issues, alright?
What? No, you can't even blame me for that. I don't care what anyone says.
Is that guaranteed now?
Huh?
Hold up, I'm searching this up with Brian. Is this guaranteed? So I'm doing forward 400 quarter circle back 4. I feel like alright. That's not golf talking, but let's just so like I feel like errors, right?
I think Main Man 3 is a decent figure. Main Man 3, King J.
Oh yeah. Main Man 3 and King J are definitely two huge figures. Like Main Man 3 definitely puts a lot of work into his YouTube channel, right? He actually does have some. He has a lot of good videos on his, on his channel.
He does character breakdowns.
Yeah, like character breakdowns that like discuss things and like how to apply defense correctly, how to like sidestepping and stuff like what is cheese? Like that's definitely an important video.
Blasted Salami.
Oh, okay. Blasted Salami. He's
definitely really good in the beginner to advanced.
He's also one of the better sort of tutorials, I would say. He has the great video on the character overviews, right?
He also does changes, like small things.
And his season 3 changes. He's like the go-to guy if you want to get good, concise information from.
Yeah, that's what he tried to recommend to Rayleigh, because until he realized he was kind of stupid. They want to accept it.
I was like if you just watch these videos, right, and that's how I started out, and you'll eventually figure out how to learn Tekken right.
Yeah.
But I do sort of want to get to that point. Like I feel people like Down for Pound and Zone. I feel like they don't really get Tekken.
No, I mean, okay. I think Zone gets it to an extent, right? Like I'll give him that.
To an extent, but I feel he's skipped some parts of stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's one thing about him. I have never seen him punish stuff correctly. I've never seen him I'm almost never, right? Like when he plays Bob, I've never seen him punish a 10 frame with 1-1-2 or punish a 12 frame with 4-2-3, which Bob probably has the best 12 frame punisher in the game, right? And also Bob is a character which there's so much emphasis on like what's it called? Let me think of the word. He has sort of like an unconventional puncher, right? Because he doesn't have a 15 frame launcher. His fastest launcher is 17 frames. So like you have to punish from back 4-4, and that's all you get. 16 frames, you get up forward 1+2 4. That's all you get. 17 frames, you get sort of a launcher. It's not even a real launcher. It's not even like a hop kick. It's just like a mini combo, right? His first real launcher is at 20 frames.
Wow.
Yeah. So the thing is, I've never seen Zone punish stuff correctly with him. Almost never. Like if I throw out a -14, -15 move with a character, he will never know how to punish right with Bob.
Yeah.
And I've even told him like, yeah, that's -15. Do this, and he just literally won't listen. Like actually won't listen.
No, Zone's kind of arrogant.
He really is, and I feel like I was playing him yesterday, right? And I couldn't talk for some reason. My mic wasn't working, and I was getting real mad because he's playing really stupid, right?
Yeah.
Like with Shaheen, so we're nearly full screen. He did orbital, it whiffed. He did orbital again, it whiffed, and then he did hop kick, and then it whiffed again. Then I whiff punished him. Then he got mad.
He's stupid. I had to take a break. I had to take a break to think what to say.
Like, how can you play like that, right? And then not expect to get punished, and then get mad, right?
Bro.
And the things with my playstyle perfectly counters stupid stuff like that. He just wants to throw out moves, and I'll just sit back here. I'll go into your range, backdash, keep on doing that over and over again until you just whiff something. And the amount of times I did that with Eddie, I did that with Dragunov, all these characters with really good backdashes, he just gets so mad for almost no reason.
He thinks he's the beast, but he thinks he's Mark Henry, but he's the big stuff. I mean,
like he really does, and like the thing is, he doesn't like. He's always like he always I don't know why he gets really mad like when I mash on stuff. Then he doesn't realize how much he matches on my stuff, right? Let me tell you, I think I didn't record it, but I had a full round against them with Dragonov.
With that dumb string.
Yeah, I keep on doing that string over and over again. And then when I told him that it was the last part's a high, I did the first 2 hits. I did down for 2, and then he rage quit.
That is so zone, man.
And the thing is, there's other ways to beat that, right? Because it's only +1 on block. The only you can. Yeah, it's only +1. The only thing that if you try to jab out of it, you're gonna get beat out.
Oh, yeah, so.
Because I just jab after it, but you can sidestep after it. You can duck the string or duck after it. You can sidestep. You can do a evasive move. It's only +1, right? But the thing is, he doesn't think about all that. All he thinks about is, I'm gonna try and jab out of this.
Because I am zone. I do what I want.
Right? He doesn't think of the other options, like because plus frames. There's so many ways to get out of plus frames in this game. Like Brian's back 2 or back 1, right? You could always just step that afterwards, right? He'd be forced to do a tracking move. Now that got buffed, you can't do that anymore. You have to actually work on that.
Yeah.
Or respect the frames actually. But you could say Brian needs that because he didn't really have that good defensive tools. I mean, he had good keep out. But that's really all. If he was being pressured, he did not have a lot of boost, so he needs better offense, right? He needs better plus frames to work with.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Wow. So I feel if they just literally just watch these videos, I feel they just skip some certain processes when they're learning Tekken.
Wow, so let me just check something real quick. This has been like a very, beefy podcast.
Yeah, beefy. I mean, our last one was only an hour, so I mean, we can go on for pretty long.
Lab characters? Do lab characters take a skill?
Okay, that's definitely a topic I wanted to get to.
Thriving off the foot.
Okay, first before we go into that, I want to say Zone's a hypocrite.
Oh yeah.
Because he was complaining that I was playing Eddie when he literally mains Eddie.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I met this kid doing the same thing. He was like, I hate mix-up characters and games that, focus on mix-up. You know who he plays? Tell me who he plays. He plays Jason and Leatherface.
Okay, that's just...
Okay, yeah.
Oh, Jason is only a mix-up character, but now there's Leatherface.
Think about it. Think about it.
They're both stupid characters that are dumb. But I mean, they're not really mix-up characters, right?
You don't think so? I'm telling you, man. I'm saying they're
mix-up characters. I would say a mix-up character would be like a Vortex character, right? So someone like Smoke, right?
Oh,
like Smoke, or you could say Kazuya is definitely a Vortex character. But he was complaining that like he's like, oh you're talking about I'm playing lab characters, you're playing lab characters. I'm like, haven't you been playing Eddie for like years and years? Shouldn't you know how to beat Eddie? Don't you main him? Like I don't know why he was getting mad, right? So that just further proved my point. So lab characters, I want to say, they do take skill to play. I will say that it takes skill to learn them and figure out all their stances, all their moves. But winning with them is extremely easy because all you've done is learn the character, right? Now you're putting all that onto the opponent. If they don't know all the specific stuff, you're gonna get an easy win.
True. But most likely they won't know this stuff.
More than likely they don't know it because who plays these characters? And I've proven that point with all my characters that I learned, right? So like Huareng, I got to Genbu with him in like 20 games. Or Eddie. My Eddie's Byakko with like 17 wins.
True. Then again, so that's only Byakko from Vanquisher. So.
Oh yeah, it's only Byakko. It was from Savior because my highest was I think it was Seiryu at that time. But I mean still, 17 wins from and going into red ranks, playing a character I literally started playing 2 days ago. That's just ridiculous. And the same thing with I was always on the bar or I couldn't really tell if Bob counted as a lab character. I mean, he was sort of an unorthodox character, but I don't know if he counted as a lab character. But then I started playing him, and I want to. Yeah, I do want to say might go in that category since a lot of people just don't know the matchup to him.
True.
You could say that. Who else? Oh, Gigas, definitely. No, not Gigas. No, he's easy to understand. I don't know why I said Gigas. Nina, definitely Nina. Nina was my first character I got to orange ranks. Yeah, right. Not even in my old mate. Not even Dragonov, who I got the Usurper and who else? Or Kazuya or King. Nina was the first character I got to orange ranks. And you know what I did? Do you know what I did?
What?
I did can opener. I did down 3-4-3.
Oh no.
And that's all.
You disgrace.
That's all I did.
You disgrace.
It was such a simple playstyle, but the strings require such specific things to counter them that you can't. If you don't know, you can't do anything.
Nope, you're done for.
What's another lab character around there? I should say like stance heavy characters, so like Leo and Josie. When I learned them, they were extremely easy to use and pick up as well. I mean, they're not lab characters, but their mixes are pretty simple to understand. I don't want to say that, but I feel like lab characters. I feel I was absolutely right in how I said, like, sure they do take skill to play, but do you need to work to win? No, you don't, because all you're doing is putting all that pressure onto the opponent. Do you know how to beat this string? Do you know how to, beat this setup, this certain thing? Do you know what moves beat this stance? You're putting all that onto the opponent, and if they don't know, you're getting easy wins.
Which again, they most likely won't.
And they most likely won't. And you in the zone, like he says Dragonov is a cheap character. He's easy to play. It's stuff like that. But the thing is, Dragonov, he's one of the simplest characters to defend against, right? Back in, all you got to do is hold back against them. Down 2 still is not scary enough of a low to make you duck.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you ever have to duck for him is if you read it. If you read like a down 2, sure, I mean, you're gonna get low parry. You can just low parry it. But like he only has chip lows. He has no power lows to make you duck, right? Because he's not good enough, right? Like the only thing you can do is just like you can flash low. All right, go ahead.
What's it called? Didn't his snake get buffed like a tiny bit?
No. That was a mistranslation of the patch notes. It was wrong.
Oh, that's so gay.
Yeah, actually, hold up. I have the right ones. Let me actually look at it. I think they did change the snake edge, but all they did was nerf it.
Oh, they nerfed it. Oh.
Yeah, they made it easier to punish.
Yeah.
It leaves them closer on block.
What's wrong with these people, man?
I mean, no one used it, but it's still the worst snake edge in the game.
Oh, definitely.
It only works on clean hit, and it's really slow. It's the same speed as a normal snake edge. Like, it doesn't make sense why it's only clean hit. And it comes from standing, not even from sidestep. It's not like Fangs.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, what else? What were we on again? Oh, lab characters, right? Okay.
Yeah. What about Yoshi? Yoshi's
Yoshi is such a how do you say this?
Waste of space.
I don't know. You don't really see
because
Yoshi. There's so many different ways to play him. Like, even if you know the matchup perfectly, you're not gonna be able to play against him because there's so many different ways to play him, and he has so many different moves. Right? He has like over 200.
Alright, let's say you figured out how to play against Yoshi. Okay. Try version Try.
Yeah, just try going against any top Yoshi player that they have such different flow charts and different things. I mean, I want to say like, every Yoshi has some sort of flow chart, right?
Yeah.
But there's there's so much depth and extent to it that it doesn't seem like a flowchart.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason you can say it's a flowchart because it's more than likely a gimmick, right? Because it's Yoshi. But Yoshi just has a million of those. And you just have to know all of them. But that's also he's not what am I saying? He's not like tournament viable, right? Because to learn him, you have to put so much time in learning him, and overall, he's not that good of a character. You have to rely on gimmicks.
I don't know, man, but I definitely wouldn't say it's viable.
No, but I have only seen one like Yoshi player, right? I mean, because I don't want to say I'm using because he doesn't compete, right? He only competes in like the Rocks and Roll tournaments that just happen to be in Korea.
Yeah.
But like the only person I've seen like Tribals is like Kane and Trench.
What about Chaos? Is he still drinking
Chaos? I'm really not sure what that is.
Anyway, there's someone who named Chaos. So I think that he's a Yoshi player.
I'm really not sure about that. Alright, I think that's pretty good for lab characters. I guess we could sort of go on this. Like go what do you call it? It like relates like characters that are easy to play but hard to counter, right?
Okay.
So we should like go over that whole controversy with Main Event 3, right? So that guy made that video
about Nina.
Yeah, the Nina guy, like the harmful. It's a harmful opinion to the FGC. Now the first thing is that guy was completely wrong. First of all, he missed the point completely of what Maiden was saying. Because and I feel like he blew it over too much. Like he was saying that like Nina's can opener and like down 3 string. He was saying it was extremely telegraphed, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
First of all, it's not. It really isn't. It's both of them are. Nina can cancel a can opener, so that's already a mix you have to guess with. If she cancels it or not, you have to beat it. You have to react to an extremely fast jumping move and low parry. That's the only way to beat it. If you block it, she keeps on going. And then down.
I don't know much about Nina, so it's sort of going to be me talking. I know nothing about Nina.
Yeah, down 3-4-3. There's like a 3-way mix to it. Like you can go on the +1 mid, which is interruptible, right? Then you have the low option there, and you can only do the low mid. If you block it, she keeps on going. What else? You have that. And then afterwards, it's +1. So the only way to beat this is to sidestep right. But you have to react to the fast 2 hits, and then sidestep to the right, and then launch it. But if a Nina player uses that like sparingly, and they don't like just do it over and over like how I was doing, and then like they're not gonna be able to counter it every time.
No.
And that goes to show. And Nina, like it's really easy to do, but it's hard to counter. And I feel that that also goes into the sort of argument of balancing the game to low level play versus high level play, right?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Before we carry on, Mayman was talking about Nina's easy, right?
No. I'm not carrying on. I'm relating it to it, right?
Okay.
Because if you cater to the high level players and make the game too difficult and complicated, it will stray away all the casual players. But if you cater, I don't know. I think I mixed that up. So if you cater to the high level players, no, I was right. Never mind, I was right. All right, and then if you cater to the low level players, all the high level players will see the game as being sort of too easy, right? Sort of like how MK11 is, or what they did like Street Fighter 5, how they're always making it so much easier and dumbing down the game. That'll make all the high levels feel like all this, I did all this really just for nothing, right? Like, so imagine your, what else? So imagine you've been practicing electrics for years and years, and you're like, oh, I perfected this. I'm so good at this. Yeah. And then the next patch update, they make it so electric is just down 4-2.
Okay.
How would that make you feel?
Like a waste 2 years of my life.
Exactly. And also the thing with Nina, she has so many knockdown lows and like hard hitting lows. Oh god, my battery's coming down.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we're gonna have to cut this short.
Other than that, she's one of those like annoying characters, right? That it seems you could say, like as Scrubs would say, it's spammy, right?
I mean, yeah, it is spamming though. I'm kind of Scrubs, so. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that.
I mean, you also have to know like her like stance, like her sidestep stance. Well, not really sidestep stance, but her moves where she can go into a sidestep into a snake dash, right? You have to know like you have to know how to beat that pressure because this thing is about like 1-2. Not 1-2. If her sidestep 1, it's like plus 17 or something on block.
Yeah.
It seems like that number is wrong, but the thing is you can just cancel it so fast into anything.
Wow.
What else? Related to that, Noctis, season 2 Noctis, not season 3. They definitely nerfed him in season 3.
He sucked.
They took away all the cheese you had, right? So down back 2, right? It was that really annoying low, high damage, Oki. You just keep on doing it over and over again, right? And then they start. You can't do that because it knocks them farther. So you have to like run up or something. And then you had down back 1+2, the stupid annoying maid that seemingly tracked everywhere. Now that move has almost no tracking at all.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It had tracking, but only from farther ranges. So if you tried to step it, like at max range, you would always get hit. But now it has almost no tracking, right? So if you just step Noctis to the right at like range 2, he can't do anything. Yeah. If you just sidewalk, he can't do anything. Now they actually gave an option to beat Noctis. Because if you treat Noctis like a 2D game, like how Kazuya, he becomes insanely powerful.
Yeah.
I feel. Ooh. Oh, okay. This is all right. This is probably the last thing we're gonna do, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So 50-50s.
Oh, Jesus.
Would you? This is like a big topic that really gets on my nerves. But would you say are they hard reads or guesses, or is it like a straight up guess? Like it doesn't matter.
Oh, I think hard reads definitely.
Okay, what's your what? Huh?
You know, like you know when you're ducking, like when you like you know when I was watching a cooldown video from a while ago, but he does an electric or a wind god fist that like the movement interrupts the moves and goes under a certain height in the move. Mm-hmm. Like that is hard. That is.
Well, yeah, like that's a hard read, but like blocking a way or a different way.
Yeah.
That is nothing compared to doing an electric out of a certain string that has a high in it.
Yeah.
It's
bear in mind, you have to do it before the high comes. Like you have to input it before.
Exactly. You have to do the electric like really fast. You have to recognize that and like be like, oh, he's doing this string, yeah, or he's gonna do this string. But then like, all right, go ahead.
Hey, cool.
Okay. So and then with like let's go back to MKX, right? You have Sub-Zero, and you just put you in this infinite, right? Just low freeze ball, overhead freeze ball, overhead, low stagger, all this stuff. All of that can just be. It's just straight like just guesses over and over again. And the same thing with Kazuya. If 50-50s were hard reads, people would never complain about mix-up characters like those. Literally never.
Never.
Because Kazuya, like, oh, you have to read perfectly if he's gonna do the if he's gonna block low, is he gonna block mid? It's like that. It's like, oh wow, that was so much skill. He did the one right option out of 2 options.
Yeah.
Wow.
So much skill. Oh, but
it most definitely is a guess. Like, I mean, this is a low tier god quote, but you know, like, you're guessing off a wake up. It's not a read. It's a guess.
I mean, yeah.
It is no skill. Like Vortex
I'm
characters.
talking about like high level anyway, so I don't care about low level.
I mean, it goes to show there's almost no answer to beating like Kazuya's Vortex, right? Because it's such a powerful mix-up.
What are you talking about? His instant while rising?
Instant while rising. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So you either block low or high, and if you do that, you're getting put straight to that Vortex. But if you try to introduce stepping into it to beat both of those, and then you're gonna start getting hit by wall swinging twos. Or by he'll start using actual like, back 4 or down 4-2. Then you have to revert back to that 2D game and just guess right. But the thing is with Kazuya, not Kazuya and Eliza, is people say it's a hard read because you have to take a risk right when you do it.
Yeah.
Which I feel that's just a stupid thing because like that's how it should be, right? Yeah. You should have to take a risk on a knockdown low or a launcher. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? That doesn't just because it's a risk doesn't mean it's a read.
True. So like, okay, hold on. I'm thinking like, I'm trying to come up with an example like where it wouldn't be a read. You know what I mean?
Where it wouldn't be a read? It'd actually be a hard read?
No, yeah, when it would actually be a hard read, not a guess. I'm trying to figure out now.
I feel the only example I can think of is like, you know how in Tekken Tag 2, how the back roll system was a lot different, right?
Yeah.
You would back roll a lot farther. I think like a read like that would be you do after you do a hell sweep, you wave dash like a couple extra times just to catch up with him.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I saw this thing. It was Nii versus an Akuma player.
Okay.
And the Akuma player did that invincible move where he like moves back.
Oh,
but in Nii, he read that after the hell sweep, he woke up with that and did like 5 extra crouch dashes and electrocuted him to punish him.
What?
Yeah, that's a straight up read. That's a hard read. Like he knew he was gonna do that specific move on a wake up just to beat it.
That's yo. That is that.
Like that kind of read, like that's a hard read. Not, you know.
That's a godly read. Let's be honest. Oh my god, I'm sorry about saying this, but the new movie for Demon Slayer. Oh no.
Okay, all right. I feel like how long we've been going on for pretty long now. We should Let's
we need to wrap this up.
You can go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, okay, guys. Well, as we just said, that's it for this week. We'll probably do another one probably around Sunday. Probably Sunday, Monday, yeah?
Man, he said Sunday. Okay.
No, because that's what we originally agreed on.
Yeah, we did agree on that. I'm fine with that. I can do it anytime on the weekend.
Yeah, I'm going out on the Saturday, but, you know, no need to discuss that within the podcast. Anyway, yeah, guys, DsV Kz out. DsV Collective out, and we'll see you whenever we can bother to be talking for 2 hours straight.